Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you're doing well and you're enjoying the bull market and the ATH that is happening on Bitcoin. Today we are going to update our old analysis where we actually predicted that Bitcoin was going to eventually make a new all-time high around $123,000 level. Now let's analyze the candles on the weekly time frame to see how everything went forward since we caught the price at the bottom of this wave. Now, if you remember, we told you that Bitcoin was playing inside a very complex diametric pattern and we expected price to go higher to finish wave G around this level. Now let's see what happened. Since price started its recovery since April 2025, buyers were trying to push price to higher levels. Just as we expected, we saw markets struggling a little bit, going up and down until eventually, after the news of war finishing in Middle East, we saw price going up and trying to make new all-time highs. And right now, price has struck a new candle above 120K level. As you can see, this is exactly where we expected price will reach for new all-time high. And right now, market is playing around these levels. Now, what we can expect is for the hype to continue for a couple of weeks in order to discover new prices probably. Maybe we can push price from 120K to even 125 and who knows, maybe even 150K. But we shouldn't get really ahead of ourselves and we should go into lower levels and study price step by step because the resistance we face around these levels could actually reject price and cause a pullback move. It all depends on the amount of buyers stepping in order to enjoy the hype on Bitcoin. So for a couple of weeks, we have to go to lower time frames in order to understand what's going to happen at these levels. In order to do that, let's go to the 4-hour time frame and study the price in details. Okay? So if I want to explain what's going on here, we need to go to lower time frames and understand the price and the patterns it's making right now. As you can see, in the April, we started a new move, which was a complete bullish movement. And if we call this move as an WXY movement, which can take the price to higher levels, we can say that the first wave was a diametric pattern. If you know null wave analysis, you'll understand that the diametric pattern is one of the complex patterns in this theory. Now, with the diametric pattern finishing, we had another symmetric at these levels as a correction happening during the war in the Middle East. And finally, with the news of ceasefire happening between Iran and Israel, the new bullish movement kick-started. And if we want to keep things simple, we can say that this new move was a simple ABC pattern. Wave A happening here, and then another wave B happening, which was itself a complex pattern in lower levels, before we saw wave C kicking start from here to create a new all-time high. And what we can say right now is that this wave C still has time to go in order to make higher time frame. And what we can say right now is that price could still push forward between 123 to 129K levels with a slight pullback to 120K. But what is important is to see signs of rejection from this zone. If and when this rejection happens, then the next pullback is going to be at these support levels. Either we will get a reaction around this hypothetical trend line, or a fake breakout out of this trend line at these reliable support levels. So our money is still on Bitcoin remaining on a bullish movement with one rejection at first, then pullback, and finally another attempt to make new all-time high. For this reason, shorting Bitcoin is not very wise, and you have to wait for a couple of weeks until this hype goes a little bit down and new buyers are exhausted. For this reason, shorting Bitcoin at new discovery levels is not very wise. So that's it for now, and I hope that this analysis can actually help you plan your trading accordingly. We gave you an analysis on the weekly time frame about where price is going to be, and also a lower time frame analysis. The overall idea has been working perfectly according to our plan, and we delivered a 60% profit on Bitcoin since it touched our first initial support level. And now we have to see whether we can push forward to deliver a 100% profit on Bitcoin until wave B finishes or not. Until then, stay safe and enjoy trading. And don't forget to follow our page and like this video, and also visit our Telegram channel for more analysis like this.